Good morning, everyone. So let's start today's editorial session. Before that, we have thought of the day. If you want to achieve something in life, change the way, not the intention. No need to change the intention. We need to change the way only. See, if sometime what happen, we want to achieve something and we are not able to achieve that because of because our way is not good. Maybe we are not if we have to achieve some goal, maybe we are not working for that nicely, so we need to change the way, not the intention. Okay, so this is all about today's thought of the day, and today's editorial is trade carefully. So what trade mean? It means whenever we are walking, that time if we put our foot down, then it's known as trade. Trade. We can say it means walk, like to put our foot down while we are walking. So trade carefully means walking carefully. On the power to remove online content, power to remove online content must be used sparingly and responsibly. So see, if we have to, what happened yesterday? Government removed some videos from YouTube. So if government removing those online content, then power to remove online content must be used sparingly. What sparingly means? It means in a restricted or infrequent manner, like in a small amount or without wasting any, without wasting any. So we should try, government should try their best to think before doing these things. So it seems like the tone is suggestive here. The tone of today's editorial is suggestive. Why? Because author tried to give some suggestion to the government, like before removing any content from YouTube or any social media, government should think sparingly as well as responsibly. So today is 28th September 2022. Let's start today's editorial. In the first para, what we have seen, the government order asking YouTube to remove 45 videos. How many videos? 45 videos. From how many channels? 10 channels. So I want you guys to watch it nicely, concentrated, because in the end of the session, I will ask some question regarding this editorial. Okay. So government order asking YouTube to remove 45 videos from 10 channels can be seen as a justified response to growing concern over the propagation. Propagation. So what propagation means? It's an act of spreading ideas, beliefs, or information among many people. So we can say simply it's like spreading. Propagation means spreading. So it's a vocab, we need to remember it. Propagation means spreading. Spreading of hate, hate and communally sensitive material over the over the free video sharing website. But the frequent exercise of such power is not without concern. So if government try to remove 45 videos from 10 channels, it can be justified response of growing concern over the propagation of hate and communally sensitive material. What government told that the videos spreading some hate and communally sensitive material over free video sharing website. Free video sharing website, that means YouTube. But the frequent exercise of such power is not without concern. But frequent exercise of such power, like government have power and government should utilize it in a right way. Also trying to say this. Okay, so let's see what is in the next para. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, that means INB. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, INB, has asked for the removal of the content in these videos based on intelligence inputs, and the ostensible reason are not limited to dissemination of hate against religious communities. So the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, that means INB, has asked for removal of the content, I mean these videos, based on intelligence inputs and the ostensible. So it's a important vocab here. Ostensible is a adjective which means like seeming or stated to be real or true, but not necessarily real or true. Okay, so ostensible, we can say that it seems like that uh, it will be true, but necessarily it will not to be true. Okay, so it's an adjective, and if I have to say it in Hindi, that means it's pratiksha karna. Reasons are not limited to dissemination of hate. And what dissemination means? It means spreading only, which we already learned. Propagation means spreading, and dissemination, it means also spreading. Spreading of hate against religious communities. So government mentioned that those videos have some content which is against the religious communities, which maybe spread some hate against religious community. So yeah, let's go to the next para. They also relate to issues the government considers sensitive. So what the sensitive content government consider, those are like references to Kashmir, the Agnipath scheme, and what it says are false claim about the rights of religious minorities being taken away, and dissemination of material portending civil war. Okay, so what portending means? It means we can say like uh, it's a sign that maybe in future something bad will happen. Okay, so government consider those content as sensitive. I mean those videos which government remove, those are sensitive. Why? Because they are related to this Kashmir Agnipath scheme, or they are related to the some claim about the right of religious minorities. So maybe it will disseminate, that means spread of material portending civil war. That means maybe civil war will be happen, likely to happen in the future. Portending means it's a sign that something is likely to be happen in the future. Okay, it's an important vocab. Then let's go to the next. Yeah, this kind of things happen. If some bad thing will spread, then people will may do something bad which is not good for the whole society. So that's the only reason why government mentioned that they removed the video. Okay, so let's go to the next one. If claims are true and if the content transgresses the boundaries, this is also important vocab. Transgresses. It means ulanghan karna, and it means to pass over, go beyond the limit. Okay, that means go beyond the limit. I can say go beyond limit simply. Okay, so that means transgresses the boundary of free speech or threatens public order and security. Okay, so if the claims are true, I mean the claims which given by the government, and if the content really transgresses the boundary, go beyond the boundary of free speech or threatens public order and security, such takedown orders may be justified. If it's really true, then it's justified because this content should not be in the social media platform. However, but the manner of their passing remains an unrevealed process. But the manner of their passing remains an unrevealed process, as it is not known if the originator, that means the creator of those content, originator of the content, were given an opportunity to explain their stand before blocking order issued. So is there's one important thing to mention here. I mean, the author tried to mention like before doing this. I mean, before blocking those videos, is there? I mean, any opportunity given by those originator, those creator of those video before blocking orders were issued? Okay, so let's go to the next para. Okay. Uh, all about Section 69A of IT Act, under which Twitter had withheld several posts and accounts. So we are having one act, 69A of IT Act, according to which Twitter had withheld several posts and accounts from it. It's already happened. We have read some editorial regarding Twitter already, but today we are reading some editorial about YouTube. We know, we aware of YouTube that if something bad content are there, YouTube automatically deleted those. But if government have to told to YouTube that you need to remove those content, then we should think about it. Like why? I mean, if YouTube have no issue, why government have? So what's the reason behind this? Is it true? I mean, is it done sparingly or not? This is all about today's editorial theme. Okay. So according to this section 69A of the IT Act, which empowers the government to block content. So according to this section 69A of IT Act, government can easily block the content, was upheld by Supreme Court only after it noted that the rules provided procedural safeguards. So this act was upheld by Supreme Court only after it noted that they should have to follow some rules which provided procedural safeguards. And what safeguard means? Safeguard means something that protects against possible dangers, including the need to issue notice to originator of the intermediary before blocking order. So before blocking order, is there any notice given to those originator, to those creator of those videos, of those content? So it's mandatory to know. Okay, if according to this section 69A of IT Act, if government have that power to block content which is upheld by Supreme Court also, but there's a condition that they need to provide some procedural safeguard. Okay, and they need to notice before they need to issue a notice to the originator before blocking order. Okay, the latest order involves the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021, and the latest order invoke, that means invoke means to mention or use a rule, the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021. Okay, so let's go to the next para.
What
It
the
has
mean
a
of
procedure.
what the mean of intermediary?
Originator to the intermediary. Okay, here it's not intermediary, it's intermediary. Here intermediary used as a YouTube. Okay, that means between originator and government, there's one platform, right? YouTube. So they need to issue one notice to the originator as well as YouTube before blocking order. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it has a procedure by which an interdepartmental committee considers complaints on content and makes recommendation. So it has some procedures. Like before blocking any content, it has some procedure which an interdepartmental committee considers complaints on content and make recommendation. So there is some committee, interdepartmental committee, they have to consider complaints on content and makes recommendation. And the authorized officer, yes, the authorized officer has to take the approval of the secretary and INB. What is INB? Which I already mentioned, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Before directing the publisher or intermediary to block the relevant content. So before blocking any content, uh, the authorized officer has to take the approval of the secretary as well as from the INB, that means Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, uh, before directing the publisher or intermediary, that means YouTube here, to block the relevant content. There is an emergency provision under which the secretary may order content blocking interim as an interim measure. Interim means interlude. Okay, so which is not, I mean, completely, which we can use as a middle. There is an emergency provision under which the secretary may order content blogging as an interim measure, interlude measure, and thereafter confirm it after getting the committee's views. So there are some procedures. See, there's a lot of procedure they need to follow before blocking any content from YouTube or from any social media. So this is in this para also trying to give the information about those procedure only. So let's go to the next para. Here we have the picture of Prakash Zavadekar and Ravi Shankar Prasad. Okay, so in this para, what all such blocking orders meant to be examined by a review committee. So those blocking orders are meant to be examined by review committee, which ought to means should meet once in 2 months. So these blocking order are meant to be examined uh, by a review committee and which should meet once in 2 months. But it is not known whether the panel meets regularly, but it's not known that the panel meets regularly or not. The government which discloses how many videos it has got removed must also reveal the outcome of such reviews. So, if government disclose that it already removed 45 videos from 10 channels, so it must also have to reveal the outcome of such reviews. If any, India ranks quite high in the list of countries that make regular requests for removal of online content. So if these things happen, then India rank quite high in the list of countries. Those countries make regular requests to removal of online content. So there are some country who request to the people and to the creator, to the originator, to removal of those online content, and India will rank quite high on that. Okay, remove outdated content instruction. This request works only for pages. Okay, let's go to the next para. There is no doubt that offensive content, what offensive means, causing someone to feel upset. Okay, offensive means which makes someone upset. So there is no doubt if the content is offensive as like hate speech or incitement to violence. Incitement means we can say increase the violence. Okay, or we can, if I have to say in Hindi, it's like uksana. I mean, if because of some offensive content, if violence will increase, and child pornography. If these things are there in those content like hate speech, incitement of violence, and child pornography, posing a challenge to the dignified use of online space ought to be removed. Then those contents should be removed, must be removed. However, but the power to block online content must be used sparingly. Yeah, if there's sparingly and with sensitivity towards key freedom and due processes. So what is author try to mention in this para is like there's no doubt if the content is offensive like hate speech, incitement of violence, or child pornography, then it should be removed. It would ought to be removed. But if government have the power to block online content, must be used sparingly. What it means, sparingly is the adverb of which I already mentioned. It means small amount or without wasting any, and which is like restricted manner or frequent manner. Okay. So government need to be sensitive before taking such kind of step. And with due process, that means there are some processes, there are some procedure, they need to follow those. Okay, so yeah, this is the end of today's editorial session. So who would like to tell me about the tone of editorial? I already mentioned that. Am I audible? Am I audible? Anyone?
Yes,
Oh my
you're
goodness, what a time. Okay, so anyone who would like to tell
Yeah, it is
about
suggestive. It is
suggestive? Okay.
suggestive, and it is suggesting like it is cautioning government should, if they are doing such kind of thing, they must reveal. And if government will continue doing that, then India will become rank one. I mean,
Hmm.
India will come in
Yeah.
top position, and it will malign the image of our country in removal of news, and it will be also impact the free speech.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your point. Yeah, government should mention that they had taken the procedure or not before blocking those kind of content, and if they are doing is for good, then it's fine. So this is all about today's editorial, and please don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Now it's time to ask question. Okay. So the first question is, it's not related to today's editorial, but it's important as a general knowledge. The highest award of Sports Journalists Federation of India, SJFI, was given to anyone who would like to
Vikram
give the
Rathod.
answer?
Option B.
Are you sure? Okay, so the answer is Sunil Gavaskar. The highest award of Sports Journalists Federation of India was given to Sunil Gavaskar. Okay, so the next question is related to today's editorial only. Okay, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting recently banned how many YouTube channels? I want you to give the correct answer.
45.
45.
Are you sure?
10 was
I'm
channel and 45 was videos.
40 of A or B.
Yeah, correct answer is 10 because the number of channel is 10 and the number of content, number of videos is 45. Okay?
Okay.
That's the only reason why we put this type of question so that people get confused. And this is also a recent news. The Dada Saheb Phalke Award for 2020 will be conferred to whom? Alia Bhatt, Madhuri Dixit, Asa Parekh, or Hema Malini?
Hema Malini.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You are wrong. Sorry to
Arre?
inform that. Because,
Alia
yes, because
Bhatt.
I have read this news
Yeah.
I
Alia
also
yesterday
read this
only.
news that Hema Malik got this award.
No, it's like Dada Saheb Phalke Awards for 2020 will be confirmed. Okay, next. Okay, it will get Asa Parekh, I think. Yeah, correct answer is Asa Parekh.
You think or
Okay, next
are you
question.
confirmed? Are you think or
Confirm.
confirmed?
Confirm.
Okay.
I'm confirmed. Okay.
Then okay.
Okay, the next question is the response to that challenges is to make the gains of globalization more visible and its transient downsides politically less paining. The response to that challenge is to make the gains of globalization more visible and its transient downside.
I don't have any idea about it.
See, the answer is given already.
Arey, but don't have an idea
Politically
about it.
less pain. Okay, no issue. Okay, so can I ask the next question?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think you will get some idea. I mean, it's easy one. You have to choose that option which express either both are synonym or both are antonym. Both are synonym or both are antonym.
Arey, I don't even know the most of the meaning of that words.
Okay, run away, I think you know. Okay? Run away means
Yeah, I
run
know.
away from somewhere.
Arey, I know
And
run away,
snatch.
distribute, donation, and but
Okay,
I don't know
snatch
about the
means.
pulment.
Okay, let me tell you. Snatch means take something quickly. Like you are going somewhere and some thief come and take something from you quickly. Like it's a gold chain of yours. Snatching that gold chain. Okay? Then
Okay,
distribute, you
snatching.
know.
Okay, I got it now.
Okay, distribute, you know already. Plummet,
Yes,
plummet means fall suddenly. In stock market and all, there's plummet. I mean, easily we have seen those like fall suddenly. Donation, you know. Articulate
yes.
means ability to speak fluently, like you.
Articulate.
And
Okay.
yeah, okay. So and dole out means give out, and freebies means thing which given freely.
Okay.
Answer is third.
Third one. Okay. Because dole out means also give out or distribute something. Freebies means also distribute. Okay, so this is all about today's editorial. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the participants for your
Yeah,
precious
that's it for
time.
today.
Yeah,
Arey,
I need to wind up the session here.
I think I joined late.
Okay, so no issue. We will upload this in YouTube. If you have spare time, if you have leisure, you can spend that here to watch that one. It's totally up to you. Thank you so much. So, will you conclude? I mean, will you turn off the recording?
Yes.
Okay.